Is that the Thriller jacket or the Beat It jacket?
This would be a hybrid of the two. Like, I'm in between two songs, man. I'm in between tracks on the album.
Okay. Well, it's hard not to think about the king of pop. He's been in the news lately. One of his older videos has reached 1 billion views on YouTube.
Yeah, about time.
Considered a milestone. The video for They Don't Really Care About Us, which really, even for MJ, was a minor hit. He's got many other songs that were bigger hits.
Yes.
But I don't know why that song seems to have resonated with a lot of people.
It's relevant now.
Because of the message?
MJ was ahead of his time, first of all. But then in this age where racism is being pushed as the biggest problem the world is facing, right? It's
and police and governments and oppression and kind of stuff.
All these things. It's the most appropriate song right now. So everyone's trying to use it to push their agenda. They don't really care about us.
And that's the thing.
Looting.
And maybe that's its power, is that everyone can attach their own political ideas onto the video and make it theirs.
Yeah.
So a feminist is going to watch that video and be like, you see, the patriarchy don't care about us.
Yes. Tell me what has become of my life. I've never understood Michael Jackson's lyrics. But I won't lie. It was a lit song to listen to. The video was dope. The guitar riff was on point.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's relevant to everyone. I think it was triggered by this Walmart's closing in Chicago.
How come?
Because everyone is saying, oh, Walmart's going to create a food desert, right? Walmart's creating a food desert. Oh my God, Walmart closing. They don't care about the black people. Yet no one is considering that they are the cause of it.
Of the shops closing.
I mean, how do you expect a shop to survive on shoplifting? Like, that is not a viable source of income.
I know, right?
For the shop.
And of course, therein lies the problem with the kind of messaging in that song, which it's a reductive one, it's a simplistic one. It's saying your problems are the fault of others, not you.
To a certain extent,
So there's nowhere in the song where he's taking any personal responsibility for a situation. It's always someone is oppressing you, someone is doing you wrong, someone doesn't care about you, which is, I think, would resonate with a lot of young people today, because they also have that entitled attitude.
Yeah.
While at the same time, it's
I think the song is being misused, honestly. Michael Jackson was born in what, the 60s?
1958.
1958. He passed on at the age of 50 in 2009. So he came from a time where racism was actually a thing, I think. And he walked through that time. He worked his way up the ladder, got whooped by his dad. He went through a lot of things that were actually real, right? And made it. Then, for some reason, turned white. I don't know about that. I'm not going to go too much into it. But he's the ultimate human zebra.
He is, isn't he?
But he actually went through that stuff. So Michael Jackson singing a song about that. When did it come out? In the 90s?
I think it was 95 or 96.
Yeah. About the same time as Stranger in Moscow.
Yeah, the same album.
Same album, yes. And he puts that out. So it makes sense to him and for him to sing about that, because that was probably his experience, his actual experience. People now are taking it and saying, I connect to this because I hear other people talking about that.
Right.
And Michael Jackson, I feel him.
Yeah.
So in a way, when they say he was ahead of his time as an entertainer, yes, Michael was ahead of his time. He's irreplaceable. But the message he was speaking of is a very old one. It's just being rehashed now as a thing that needs to matter. And yeah, and now everyone who feels like they're a victim is like, man, even me.
And I mean, when I think of the victim culture, nowhere in history has it been celebrated as much as it is now.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone's a victim.
Everyone is a victim.
So I bet even a trans person who can't compete in women's sports is saying to himself, they don't care about us.
Yet he just bashed someone's head with a volleyball spike and nearly broke their neck.
I saw that in the news. So, it'll be a crime if I don't ask you to do a Michael Jackson dance. Do the Beat It dance for us.
The beat? I don't even know the Beat It. You know what's
the
funny?
Thriller dance.
Yeah, the Thriller dance. You are the worst person ever. This is why I'm scared of wearing this jacket.
Because someone's going to make you do the moonwalk or something.
People never give me peace, man. Guys, we call it Blood Moon. They have all sorts of names for it. I've avoided this jacket for at least 4 months.
Well, love to see it. Keep listening to The Fatboy Show on RX Radio.